spoke to us about who put the exhibition up and what her job was.
We got there and they had this whole like arts thing set up by a big glass window on the bottom floor.
It was like this big exhibition in a shop window.
It had an exhibition up from Burnley College.
Well, I saw different kind of art.
A lot of interesting stuff all over the place, all these colours popping out here, there and everywhere. You got all this like stuff laid across the floor.
It was very interesting.
It was all colourful and using recycled materials, and she said it was made by students at Burnley College.
It was very creative.
We stood around and talked to Sophie, who is an artist who works on all kinds of stuff. She showed us some beer mats that she worked on, I believe, some of her previous work. That was interesting enough as well. They had these pictures she'd like put on them, and they were all quite extravagant.
So I think it was a really good use of recycled material that would have otherwise maybe ended up in landfill, which is not good.
The one thing that interests me about the art, it kind of looked old a bit as well. Kind of like 90s, vintage vibes, olden vibes.
I believe that the exhibition was based on what they thought Burnley would be like if it was in space.
Give people like us ideas of how we want to get into this industry or move into doing things to do with arts or media or anything along those lines.
The one thing that interests me is just like putting your name out there in the art industry or in the media.
I think it encourages people to not waste what they have and help recycle their materials into something new that can be appreciated by others.
A different art was formed into recycling.
We saw some of Sophie's work and how she displayed it in her own exhibitions.
So it kind of goes to show how some of these little things can make big impacts when it's applied properly.
What she said is just like, put yourself out there, say your name there.
So yeah, a lot of the lessons that she taught us were quite effective and I thoroughly enjoyed the experience.